1890 or visit us online at bluettseptic.com today.
Summer is for camp at Reflection Riding. Register your child today.
Okay, when Ted Goki walks through our doors, we always know it's going to be a good conversation. He is a man who brings some positive energy his way. He, of course, is with J103, but this morning, the positive energy is like times, what, how many thousands of people?
Hopefully 10,000, we hope, something like that.
So, time for JFest.
It is. We're 30 days away from today from JFest, and this is the 25th anniversary of JFest. It's our 25th time. It's actually, it would have been like 23, but those COVID years, you know, nobody had anything really during those times, and so it caused us to be lined up with the year date. So this is 2025. It's our 25th JFest this year. So it makes it easy for remembering at least as we get going.
Okay, but let's go back in time 25 years. Was this born from J103? Was this y'all's idea?
It was, and now it's gotten to the point though where Partners for Christian Media, who is what J103 is, and ComeOnLet'sGo.com, and J Radio, and then JFest, a music festival. All four of those are kind of their own unique ministry that have grown and that God's raised up from just a radio station. And a radio, of course, we still do love what we do. I got up super early this morning to do that and love doing that. But there is just something else about gathering together with everybody on the Tennessee Riverpark there and just celebrating live music.
So years ago when y'all started this then, did you really think, let's give it a try, maybe we can do it twice? I mean, did you expect 25 years?
You know, it's hard to say back then. I mean, Julie, I can't even get my three kids' names half the time right.
I mean, I'm trying to go back in time 25 years. Gosh, I would have been 30.
It was 1999.
But like those were Amy Grant kind of days. Christian music was not the not what it is today.
No, Michael W. Smith was our very first artist on the JFest stage there, him and a few others. And now we've got so many different genres of music, and we try to have something for everybody. So you've got great music like you would have from Zach Williams and Ann Wilson and Bodie, who was on The Voice, and all those artists, 11 artists total. But then you also think, well, what about people that like a little bit more hip hop or like rap? Well, you got Lecrae, you've got Terrian, who's a little bit more hip hop. She's with Toby Mac, and then we've got Gable Price and friends. Who I don't get it, but there are so many people that love the more of the rock sound and that kind of college age rock, and that's what Gable Price is.
So May 17th is the date.
It is.
Back out at Camp Jordan again?
No. We're at the Tennessee Riverpark on Amatola.
Okay.
You know, Camp Jordan did what they were supposed to do years ago. They started growing in participation with sports and athletics, and that's what they are. So they started taking away extra space, and now where we had JFest, most of it's a parking lot now.
Right.
And so we went out to the Tennessee Riverpark when we came back from COVID, and it just grown. It's just exploded.
That's a beautiful venue.
Oh my goodness! In Hamilton County, the Parks Department out there has done such a phenomenal job of making sure that we have everything that we need, and we work very well together. We're so grateful for that.
We're crossing our fingers for no rain. It seems like last year.
No more cicadas.
Was that your problem last year? But when people come out, it is intended to be a day-long fun event. So stay kind of as long as you wish. But there's plenty of activities for people to enjoy. Food, obviously.
Yes, we've got tons of food vendors that are out there. Anything you can imagine. Big, huge kids world that's out there. CFC, our football club, is there with their big inflatable soccer rink from time to time. And you've got all the booth sponsors and things. And all the parking is at Chattanooga State. So it's right there. And then you just literally walk through the tree line there, and there's JFest right on the banks of the Tennessee River.
Is this a ticketed thing?
It is a ticketed thing. You can get your wristbands right now at jfest.com. They're still they'll always be super affordable. We've always tried to make it, and that's getting harder and harder every year as everything else is going up expensive-wise. But you can still get that. It's very affordable for a family to come. You know, as we think about things here in Chattanooga, Riverbend's still on pause, and I hope they come back. Moon River is not in Chattanooga. So this literally is the biggest music festival in Chattanooga of the year.
Right.
It's the largest gathering of people outdoors like that.
So do you go online to get the ticket?
You can go to jfest.com.
Okay. You mentioned the great parking at Tennessee River. So it is something for you to come and enjoy all day long if you wish, but not everybody can do that.
You can come and go.
You can come and go?
Sure. Yeah, your wristband gets you in and out as many times.
I know this is an unfair question to ask you because you have to be neutral Switzerland down the middle. But is there somebody you're most excited to hear?
Well, I'll tell you, when we booked Ann Wilson there, Ann Wilson. She's kind of a country crossover. She's a Christian artist, but she's made it big on all these country stations, and they keep asking her, okay, so are you going to give up the Christian thing and become only country? That's how big she is. She on some of the charts, she was like the top rising country artist, and she's like, no, because this is who I am.
Is there one of her songs in particular that we would know?
You heard My Jesus? Let me tell you about my Jesus.
Yeah, that's her.
And you've heard of Chain Breaker. That's
Yeah.
Zach Williams.
Okay.
And so many of the others that are there. So.
And when they come, because you do bring different acts every year, but did they love it? And for many of them, is this their first time to be here?
This is Zach Williams' third time back.
Wow.
This is Ann's first time back. This is, out of all of our artists on the lineup this year, Lecrae and Zach Williams are the only repeat out of all 11. Well, and then Union Chattanooga. So there's 9 brand new and 3 returns.
And are they glad that we do this?
Oh,
super
time,
pumped?
Big time.
Okay.
Yeah. Most of them get to sleep in their own beds because we're in Chattanooga, just not too far from Nashville.
Oh, that's a fair point too. So here is where you go. It's JFest. It's the J103 website, or is it JFest?
JFest.com, separate website. If you go to J103.com, you can get there too.
Okay.
But JFest.com.
Join the party May 17th.
Yes, ma'am.
The gates open at 9:30 at the Tennessee Riverpark. 25 years.
25 years.
That is fantastic.
Well, I'm gray-headed.
It's your silver. It's your silver anniversary.
That's right.
With McValue at McDonald's, you'll get deals on breakfast, which comes in handy when you've got the whole family in town.
Get more out of your morning with any size iced coffee for only $1. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hey, Mr. Handyman, we heard that you can fix a lot, but then we had this little thought. You do jobs both big and small, but can you really do it all? Can you put a tire on my bike? Build a